Collective energy check-in. All right, let's tap into the situations deck and see what's going on within the collective. All right, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What is going on in the energy? All right, we got Divine Feminine coming out in the challenge position. All right, we got anxiety coming through. Pretending, fake, living beyond means. Waves, emotions coming and going. And tuned in, connected, plugged. Nightlife, gamble, take a risk. So somebody behind the scenes, moving. All right, so what's coming through for this? I feel like with this happiness coming out in the challenge position and projected, all right, it's like somebody is coming out of a season where they were dealing with some turmoil in a relationship. I feel like Divine Feminine may have been under pressure and stress with someone. They were anxious about this connection that they were with. Whoever they were connected to was behind the scenes moving deceptively. This is giving me out partying. This is giving me out late and hidden motives, you know, doing things that can't be seen but can be felt. And I feel like this relationship was contributing to these emotions that have been up and down. There's been like some type of obsession going on when it comes to the social media or something like that. Somebody could be on social media obsessing and looking at certain things or monitoring behavior. We got the plugged here, so there could be some type of cord cutting that's necessary. And I feel like whoever this Divine Feminine is coming out of this, because we got happiness coming out in the challenge position and projected. So happiness is coming in. I feel like this is the last phase of releasing this attachment or relationship or whatever this is. You know, I feel like at one point in time there was a deep love or a connection here, because we got unconditional love here. But with intervention coming out, there's a sense of toxicity. There's a sense of some things needing to be changed in order for there to be peace and harmony. And at the bottom of the deck, we got searching here. So that's confirmation. There was searching. There was somebody looking online and going through documents. This is giving me one of those love-hate relationships where, you know, you're checking phones. You're trying to stay 2 steps ahead of the person. You're trying to, you know, make sure this person is where they are, where they said they were, etc., etc. And with time leading to more problems and more pressure and more, you know, pain, there only being an avoidance. Eventually it leads to things becoming done, you know. I feel like there was a chance to get things on the same page with this interview here. This person may be racing to try to make amends or try to fix things. But with souls coming out of reverse, I feel like this was giving me, this person has dropped the things that were established with this person. Because underneath that, we've got poison. Because it was toxic, because it was poisonous. So I feel like this Divine Feminine, you know, it's like going through the tunnel of awakening to get off this hamster wheel of survival. That's what this is giving me. All right, Holy Spirit, let us know more. When I split the deck, we've got Death and 10 of Wands. So yeah, definitely a transformation taking place here and putting down of burdens. You know, I feel like this was a heavy relationship that was draining. Holy Spirit, tell us more. All right, we got the High Priestess coming out in the challenge position, face down. Yeah, I feel like this relationship was suppressing this Divine Feminine's power. You know, she was picking up a lot within her intuition that she was holding on to internally. We got the Knight of Swords coming out of reverse. And so I feel like this is this other person's energy, though. This is the person that they were dealing with. You know, this person was unpredictable. They were reckless. You know, they lacked tact. And I feel like I could have had this Divine Feminine's mind racing as well. There's disregard for consequence in this relationship. And with Hermit mode coming out, there's some type of spiritual awakening that took place. Got the Four of Pentacles and King of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. So Earth sign could be significant for some of you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this could have something to do with finances, where maybe this person was more about holding on to the assets in the relationship, is what I'm getting. But with the Chariot coming out on top of the Hermit, you know, I feel like upon reflection, there's a loss that's taking place here with the Five of Cups, but there's a moving forward. You know, it's like calling it what it is and recognizing that there's nowhere else to go but up from here. You know, it's time to move forward. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. There being a lack of acceptance, you know, somebody not wanting to see the truth of what's taking place, but swiftly moving out of that. You know, I've seen enough. I've heard enough. I've done enough with this Two of Swords energy. And now it's time for me to move on. We got the World card, the Justice, and the Three of Cups. And so, yeah, completing a cycle. This situation, I feel like, is in the process of completing. Justice is coming in for this situation. You know, I just feel like naturally with walking away from a relationship, there did once share love. There's grief. You know, so I feel like there's like the remnants of grief, but projected ahead in the future days, weeks, and months. I feel like the Three of Cups energy is what's coming in. What wants to come in is joy, happiness, new relationships. You know, and I also feel like this is the Divine Feminine reaching out for family support, reaching out for people within the community that they can talk to, that they can lean on in their time of transitioning out of this relationship. Any last messages? You got the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And so I feel like Spirit is saying to continue to work on yourself, focus on your money, focus on your craft, on your growth. And Three of Wands, there's blessings coming in. Know that with this work and this time that you're putting into yourself and healing, that blessings are going to reach you. To be patient and continue to look forward towards, you know, what's ahead. All right. At the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. So yeah, wish fulfillment, I feel like is coming, but I feel like it's going to be a result. Shifting out of this space. All right, so take these messages as they resonate. Whatever doesn't resonate, leave behind. Like, comment, and share. If this did resonate with you, drop a yellow heart. I appreciate you listening, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.